Hello and welcome to the show. We are here today on Forza Horizon 4, going to be going racing with a GMC Vandura. However, this one has been modified in a peculiar way. The van is a completely full grip build. It has every single handling part you could possibly want on it. And that's it. It still has got the standard engine, which means it has, well, I say a million miles of grip, but comparatively a huge amount of grip and absolutely no real go to it. It's going to struggle off the line. They kind of bog down horribly. They're not that fast getting going. However, once you have got going, because there is so much grip and you're so slow, we're hoping, theoretically, for a lot of very close racing. At least that is the plan. We are of course going to be working at the more technical circuits, the smaller tracks around here. That is where we are likely to see the most fun out of these. A circuit with long straights, for example, will be a little bit dull. Are we going to be able to have a look maybe around the outside here? Although if I do end up on the outside, we're going to get boxed in. There's nowhere to go. It's four wide at the front almost immediately. Well, we were hoping for good racing, and it's turned out, well, the first lap is exciting so far. We got a little bit of a gap back to 9th. The pair at the back might have got tangled up going through the first checkpoints. Now, of course, I'm to the back of this group. It will be easier to go faster on your own, I would suspect. Oh, crap, the green van, slow off of there. There's no space. I don't want to go. Well, I say I don't want to go. I could possibly have tried, but I think we'll just lose so much momentum. Oh, the green van may have missed a checkpoint or something peculiar. It's flat out easily around the final corner. You don't even want to, you can't afford to hit even the slightest bit of street furniture with these, because you lose all of your momentum and then you are done for. There are some, the problem is, interesting lines are all well and good. However, we are struggling with just vehicles around us, because there are so many vehicles about back here. We just can't physically take alternate lines. Or if we can, we can't make the most of them. You know, the running wide on the way into turn 1, for example. Oh, I'm up on the side. We get away with that, though, as we move up into a 6th position. Will the Pac-Man mobile have a better run over the corner? I don't know. Doesn't look like it. Stevie's, I presume, the mystery machine is going to maybe join in the fun at some point along the way, because we start fighting one another, we slow each other down, and in these that momentum is all so very, very important. Okay, you can't quite be flat through there. We all tried it. That lap, we all did exactly the same thing. We all thought, well, these have got a lot of grip. They should be all right through there. We all tried exactly the same thing, and the answer is they've got a lot of grip. They don't have a limitless grip. I mean, it would be fun and all, but no, they don't have quite limitless grip. We're all going to go for the one that, that was a sharp turn. And that's something you want to be careful of. You don't want to do that. You don't want to go for the ultra sharp turn. We're all going to go for this technique. As I said, I don't really know if it's going to give us that much of an advantage through there. Oh, the truck ahead brushed the wall. Am I going to be able to find a way past? Don't drop street furniture in front of me, please. That's very unkind. These have got 160 horsepower, a couple of hundred torque. They're not, and they are 4,000 pounds as well. You've got to remember that much. Sure, they're lightened. However, 4,000 pounds is a lot of weight. Second place has made a mistake and is now under threat. I think that means their truck at the front is going to be long gone in this. I don't know if we're going to have time. Unless they, in turn, make a mistake, I don't think we'll have time. I'm a little bit stuck back here with not too much in the way of options. I've ended up just driving into the wall, almost exactly the same as the truck ahead. I've done exactly the same stupid thing as the truck ahead as well. Stop following the vehicles directly in front of you. I am a muppet, it would seem. We are going to... the problem is we've not cleared it. We're going to be stuck side by side through this final corner, and I don't really want to be. You could... We've just got sheep sound effects, we've got woolers. It's like Age of Empire, the early Age of Empires all over again. The sheep were the most useless thing in that game. I don't really remember why they were really a thing, but there we go. The great joys of converting sheep. Regardless, that's something that some of you will have no idea what I'm talking about unless you have played the very original Age of Empires games. Anyway, we're up to 5th. We finally got the pass done. I think we are too far back of this group ahead, unless there is... I actually got a bit of a slide going on there. That's cost me all of the momentum, and now suddenly my camera angle is full of 6th position truck. We've actually kind of got a lot of vehicles broken off into pairs in this one. We've got, me and Stinty, behind there's another pair. Up ahead, it was kind of a three of them together. They've now actually spread out a little bit on this final lap. How much speed do we need to shrug off through there? Oh, not too much. I actually got a mega run through all of that. And AK was a little slow here. I've got a very good run into this final section. Can I make the most of it? I might have even got a run a little bit at the wrong time. Here we go. Final corner. I wanted to try to go around the outside. I was hoping he was going to take that one a little tighter. We can't do it. Almost got it. Almost got it. Not quite, though. Ah, bugger. Yeah, that final lap, that was where it was at. that was what we wanted to do. I don't think I had a clean lap in all of that one. Down into the 106s at the front. These are all completely identical trucks, all using the same tune. Yeah, I made a mess of a few of those laps. My bad on that. I feel like we should and hopefully will do better next time out. So, we are staying in the city for our next race. This one heading to the Edinburgh Station Circuit. Now, I have stuck it in the heavy rain because I am curious if someone might accidentally fall over. Yeah, these things are going up on their side quite a lot, which is not so surprising. They've got big, wide race tyres, which are pretty grippy, and, you know, it's a van, it's going to have a high centre of mass. Theoretically, it might possibly happen off of a curb. I'm going for chaos here. I am going for chaos a little bit here, just to try and see what happens. And if someone does fall over, then bonus points for them, and if I fall over, well done me. You know, see what happens. It's great experimenting midway through what is already an experiment to see if high-grip vans are entertaining. Oh! High-grip vans are entertaining! Big crash! It did do what I thought it might. I didn't expect it to be that effective. Not gonna lie. Oh, that's not a place you want to be, Mr. Postman. That's not where you want to be at all. Up on the dirt. You got away with that. That could have got a lot worse with that rejoined the circuit. And that could have got an awful lot worse. So now you've got to be wary. If you hit the curbs, you might go up on your sides. You might fall over. Just an added little danger to racing a Vandura around here. Christ. Oh, I'm guessing Hordes fell over. So, well, this reminds me of the good old days of Forza 4, when you built a car and you never knew if you touched a curb if it was going to be fine or whether it was suddenly going to be a breakdancing lunatic. The answer more often than not was breakdancing lunatic as well, which was entertaining, and where we got the... Oh, Danger Man's got over big time, actually in a very, very inconvenient place. Oh, thank God that was a... Oh, that was a lucky ghost mode. This is quickly becoming a battle of attrition. Who will survive? I think I saw Stevie go over. No, Stevie landed it, but was definitely sideways on two wheels. So you've got to stay away from the curbs. You've got to keep off the curbs. You cannot afford to touch those anywhere around this circuit. But of course, the curbs are pretty much on the racing line, so you'll be a little compromised, perhaps, having to try and avoid what would be the ultimate racing. It's risk versus reward at the end of the day. Do you try and jump across a curb to potentially make a little bit of lap time? Maybe you'll try it for an overtake, but you run the risk, if you do, of ending up on your roof or on your side. Because the difficulty of the day... Oh, Gliska's gone big time. That was a good one as well. Again, if you're going to go out of a race, do it properly. Go out in full style. This, I mean, I set it in the rain because I thought we might see somebody fall over. This is way more dramatic than I was expecting it to be. Way more dramatic than I was expecting it to be. So, Stevie, we saw get on his side once. Stinty and Ewan was up on the grass, but got away with it. I haven't really seen if Stinty's been around. We've got a little gap back to them. I'm actually, when we were closing, and I didn't have a very good first corner, we've fallen back from Stevie. I hit the fence. Oh no! Bloody hell! I didn't even touch the curb that time. It went over. Two have got over in the background. Stinty got stuck behind them. That corner, because of the hill, it falls over on its own. Jeez. The only plus point with these is that they are so slow that when they go up on their side, at least you have enough time to try and catch them. Like, they are so slow. It's not like the Morris Traveller that I used, that we built a jelly car out of, where that was the most ferocious thing. Stevie's fallen over. How is it that I, the most well-known of people for falling over, someone just smacked a wall hard? I think that was Ninetales. Smacked the wall hard in the background from trying to... The most... I shouldn't say this, we've still got a lap to go, though, should we? Because you know what's going to happen with one lap to go. If anything, I need to now not do anything stupid. This has been a bizarre turn of events, but I'm kind of glad. I mean, the rain has now stopped. Now, it's a funny trick because the ground is now still wet, and the Forza Force is probably still turned off because it's only light rain we've got going on now. It is not a good idea to test it. It's not a good idea to push your luck because Chris has fallen over behind us as well. Well, I think I'm the only one that hasn't rolled. Judging by the field and how far back they are, I think I might be the only truck that hasn't fallen over, van that hasn't fallen over. Somehow, in all of this, I got bloody close though. That might be some of the furthest and longest I've been on two wheels. Like, it was weird. I initially, I thought I'd saved it, so I went back to went back to trying to steer the corner before trying to counter steer. And yeah, I hadn't saved it. I really hadn't saved it, but we got away with that one. Didn't even press the wall or anything. My truck's in remarkably good condition. My van, sorry. Remarkably good condition. We will come around to the final corner. Victory in the accidental falling over race will go to me. Will go to me. Stevie gets second, having only had one small issue. Horde's got fastest lap, but fell over at least twice. So, fastest lap is no good if you spend most of your time on your roof. That was something. Unexpected, but quite something. Oh, Horde's got third in the end. Well done. That's actually quite a close finish, by the looks of it, between third, fourth and fifth. Well, after what was a surprisingly eventful race in Edinburgh, we have come to the Ambleside teeny tiny technical circuit. Not the village circuit, no, it's the teeny tiny technical circuit. While Vanduras would normally be a death sentence racing around here, I think perhaps these ones might be okay. I mean, it's nearly constant cornering. These have a good amount of grip, an okay amount of grip. This is always a tough circuit. I've tended to not run it too much outside of the very low class of vehicles. Overtaking is difficult. Going too wide is difficult in just about everything. Even when, you know, you're all trying to be sensible and so on, just too wide is, is sketchy at best around here. So, yeah, I haven't tended to run it too much, although I do like the circuit. It's a fun little challenge. These should be pretty good here. Fingers crossed, at least. Oh, one thing we will see as a potential issue, traffic is going to play a part here. If you can get to the front early on, it's going to be much better than if you are stuck back here battling, or trying to battle your way through. Because, I mean, it's just, again, it's simple time it takes to overtake. You could waste a lap behind somebody trying to find a way past and then still not find a way past. Oops, someone hit the house on the inside. You've got to be careful with a couple of these buildings. You don't want to say about going too wide. Well, we're going to go 3 wide down here. I'm going to give Ninetails a bump, try and help get that car going, that van going. I'll eventually remember to say van. Oh, I'm very wide. I don't want to be playing out there. All of the places I'd gained are going to go away again. One corner is all it takes to completely screw up what was a good run, what was a good lap, and so on with these. Oh, I see a lot of turquoise in the back. We've actually got a pretty good run onto the start-finish straight here. Can I have a look? There was almost a gap. It almost worked. We're going to look for an outside run. It won't happen there. Annoyingly, go back to second gear for this one. There's some defending going on up ahead. I mean, if I can clear both of these, we might be able to make some progress forward, but already I think it's just too much work to catch up to the vehicles at the front. I mean, that's okay. At the end of the day, we've still got a battle here, and this is the fun thing with these sort of vehicles. You can be... Oh, that was a... Okay, we can't quite be flat through there. The fun thing with these sort of vehicles is you can have a great battle over 7th place. Sure, you're not fighting for the lead. Hell, you're not fighting for the podiums. However, doesn't mean you're not having fun, and that's what some of these lower class races, lower class racing can and does do. Now, we don't want to, I just learnt, put a wheel on the dirt. Of course, we are on the race tyres, and on the dirt, the race tyres have very little in the way of grip. It looks like a lot of argy-bargy going on for second place at the moment. Leader has, as I thought someone might, escapade away at the front. Second's a big group. Now, this could play into my favour here. I think that's just changed hands, actually. Yeah, this could play into my favour if second continued to fight. I'm glad it wasn't raining, because we'd have been over then, or we'd have had to have been fighting our van for control if it had been raining. Yeah, if they do fight each other, that's good news For me, the more fighting, the more squabbling, the more side-by-side, the more chance I have of catching up. I'm not actually struggling now to really catch back up to 7th, because we're going to be setting pretty similar lap times, in theory at least, with these. Come on, get more speed. I need more of the speed would be good right about now. Oh, Blakey's got a big slide. That's what I want to see. That gives me a little bit of hope. In fact, it might actually give me an opportunity here. Again, that one corner, you know what I said? That one corner, Blakey was almost looking for a pass on 6th. Got a big slide and is going to lose 7th. I will get that move completed. We are up a position. Now, can I chase after this group ahead? Although I still see an aerial wobbling around. That's slightly distracting, mildly concerning. They get a slide on occasionally. It's not exactly the worst thing in the world, but you have got to watch out for the back end of these letting go just at that critical moment when you just don't expect it, because they are pretty damn high grip and pretty slow at most of the time. Am I going to be able... It's also often if you're transitioning across curbs and grass and so on. Oh, I think Blakey may have missed a checkpoint. Or hit a house. Judging by the gap going on behind us, may have been a house hit and roadblock. I'm going to be too far back. There's just nothing I can do anymore. I ran a little too deep through the final corner, or final couple of corners. The penultimate corner, if you run too deep, you mess up the final turn completely, and I think that's what I did. There is going to be some side-by-side action going on up here. Somebody might hit the house, possibly. Somebody might end up in a building. That would work for me if they could do that. I mean, I'd rather have gained the positions by legitimate means, but I'll take illegitimate, you know what I mean. Yeah, someone hit the house. It's almost like I can read the future. It's almost like I know what happens when you're racing hard on the final lap, trying to cling on or gain a position. Oops, that's a lamppost that's killed all of my momentum here. We might not be able to hold on to this one. We will try. We'll be around the outside for this one. We will be on the preferred line perhaps through here. I wonder if I could have... might have been better off parking that on the apex. It is the drag race to the line. We will get it. Hey, 6th place in the end. Oh, they actually worked pretty well around there. I did not have the pace. It's all very close lap time wise. It's going to be around that track. Horse is the fastest at 54.7. I'm down with a 55.3. Between me and Horsey talking six tenths of a second. Christ, my brain is struggling. Words are difficult, okay? I'm sorry. Well, a fun race. Less falling over that time, more actual wheel-to-wheel racing. Well, for our final race with these mad Vanduras, we have come to the festival circuit. The fairly small, little, compact circuit. It's a good fun track, and again, for a weirdly handling vehicle such as this one, hopefully should be pretty good fun to go racing around. If we try to fit 4 wide into the tunnels, we might have trouble. Then this isn't the tallest vehicle in the game, no. But at the very, very edges of the tunnels, you might. I'm hoping not, but, you know, anything can happen with these. I did not get as good a start as Nigel. It'll probably be difficult to go around the outside, though, in towards the first corner. Our initial launch wasn't great. However, we do still have the preferred line through this first corner. We can actually kind of just use the banking there and get a very, very good run on the exit. It'll be to the outside for this next turn, which is less than ideal, but we are at least clear of 4th. Oh yeah, these will be fine through the tunnels, side by side, no issues. It was only if we were trying to fit them extreme numbers wide. Oh no, we're going to get mugged. We're going to get absolutely mugged down here, and I don't really want to be in this position. I think I might have to fall back to 4th for a minute. Yeah, we tried to... Oh, the tyre bundle caught the truck, caught a van. It's caught everything. Almost every single race I've run around here, somebody's hit that tyre bundle. It's really easy to do because it just slightly sticks out compared to the rest of the guardrail. And if you run in a little bit too deep, where you would normally get away with just pinging a wall, the tyre bundle will just grab and stop anything. Now the game does do a fairly good job of going insta-ghost mode if you do that, but it is a little bit of an annoying thing to have to deal with if you've just made that small mistake, because, well, we were 3 wide. Oh, I've pushed my luck too much there. That's not great. I'm going to lose another. That corner there has apparently been bad for me, because we might not lose just one, but I think we're going to lose two here. Yeah, I've got no... It's not actually a tyre bundle, sorry, it's the concrete wall. Where the concrete wall ends, that's where, or where concrete wall begins, sorry, that's when we have trouble. Well, we've just gone backwards this race. It was almost looking good, and then we got to our horrendous nasty corner and screwed it up again. Assassin's Creed truck drove in very, very deep into that one. Might not hold it on the exit, I don't know. You can kind of drive it in deep. Again, if you sort of hook the vehicle up on the banking, you can kind of get away with it. I played that really risky. I drove over the flapping checkpoint, not really over where the base of the checkpoint was. And that is risky. That is risky to say the least. And again, I think I've done it there. There's so many vans, it's really difficult to see where the bloody hell I'm going. Guys, 3 wide didn't work so well for me up here, although I would be tempted to try and follow the black van through here if we could, which I can't. The leader is once again running away, as these two have been side by side an entire lap. They got side by side initially going into turn 1. That's where this started last time around. Now the black Vandura may try and go for that bigger dive. Will he clear it? Not quite. It's still not quite enough. And the green truck's going to come back through the next corner. I'm going to now try and get involved here. I've got a good run. I don't know whether I can make this one stick anywhere. Nope. There is not going to be space for a cannonball run ambulance to find a way past there. Second, this is good news for second, because we're fighting each other so much. There's not a hope that we're going to be able to really do much. We're not actually losing as much ground as I thought we might do. Black van hit the wall. I'm going to just rub the bumper a little bit. In fact, second might actually now start coming under threat from third place by the looks of it. How many more laps have we got to go? A little bit of time. The green Vandura not able to get down. Oh, there was a little bit. I saw that puff of smoke. That's not quite what you want, but it's sort of like we're just not quite close enough. I mean, 6th place, not too far behind me, should anything befall our little group, and we know the chances are something might at some point around here. Now, I don't want to, yeah, see, that's what happens. You take that defensive line, you end up out very, very wide. I'm going to try and follow the black truck through on the inside here. Oh, no, I hit the wall, got up onto 2 wheels, and there goes my run, the Assassin's Creed vehicle. That'll be gone. I'm actually now under threat from the vehicle behind, from that momentum. We have just gone backwards this race. It's been for everyone. We've just gone backwards, annoyingly. We will now try and run in very, very deep, slide up in front of it, stop them being able to get a run on the outside. Yeah, that'll work for me. Can we get 4th? That is the question. I mean, it's probably going to be a little bit too much of an ask here, unless we have a very, very big run somewhere. It would only happen if the truck ahead of me made a little mistake like that, and I've got a good run, which I do, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. I don't think it was a big enough mistake. I'm going to be ultra aggressive on that curve on the inside, trying to get anything that I might be able to out of the Vandura. It's not going to be enough, though. I think we're going to have to settle for 5th in the end of all of this. That was a great race. That was an absolutely fantastic race between all of these. Fastest laps are very, very close. 44.3, 44.6, 44.5, 44.7, 45.0, 45.1, 45.2 is a 44.6 further down. It's a 44.2, in fact, further down. So, yeah, fastest laps very close. We're overtaking difficult, but there are more than enough braking zones around here for you to have to, you know, be dealing. There are opportunities. Turn 1 is a good opportunity, but it's also possible to defend on the outside and all of that sort of thing. That's actually a really, really good fun circuit for racing these Vanduras. I didn't really know what way this was going to go. We had one stream race in these that was a lot of fun, so I was curious to see what happened if we did some actual proper racing. And turns out, really bloody good fun. If you want an unusual little race series to be doing, maximum grip and no engine upgrades in a GMC Vandura is a huge amount of fun. Sounds very, very stupid, but it is a lot of fun. You can get some really good close racing. And if it happens to rain, or if you happen to have a mean host like me who decides to make it rain, then they fall over a lot. And that's a different kind of entertainment. Anyway, before we go, we'll just quickly do the wheel spin, because I got one. So we'll see what the terrible luck will befall me this time. Come on, game. It is... Oh, could have been a DB5. Well, I could play it an MX5, though. A car's a car at the end of the day. Anyway, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.